Hello, hello? No. Okay. Alright. Uh. Hello, Nevian. Lunch break, my legs are broken. Sad. Hope you're having a good day. So, I'm gonna do the fourth case. This one's a lot shorter than the previous cases, but it's still kind of long. So let's see if we can do it in one sitting. Give me a second. Okay. But yeah, thank you, Nevian, for taking my request. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's just start. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what to expect. I actually have like no idea what the last two cases entail. I have like some passing knowledge of the first three, but I hereby call this meeting to order. My buddy is gooning. Look up. Oh fuck. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Are you? Why are you wearing that raincoat? Oh, I can't remember. No! Ah! Murakumo was being checked as a LARPer. My body one looked up. He's been LARPing too much as a defense attorney. Oh, that took forever, I'm not gonna lie. Will you please stop pacing, detective? You're kicking up dust. Why is there dust in this place? But I swept the floor 3 times already. Then sweep it a 4th. You're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there cool as a cucumber? We don't know for certain they will. Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Gavelle pretty much spelled it out. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you'll be called to appear before the committee in due course. He said that I would be called to appear before the committee. Nothing more. Well, I don't care. I don't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again? I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic. Don't say that, sir. I've never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? You become a defense attorney, I mean. But because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear? To become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death sent me on a path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in law to begin with, thanks to my father as well. Phoenix X Murakumo equals Doros X. And his work as a defense attorney. Are you going to keep fighting crimes as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. Only you can answer. Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this. Really, detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessment. That's true. We'd be slashing his budget. Huh? Really? So, no more instant noodles? I mean, no. What are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff. You thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment. We're busy in here. Come back later. What the? Hey there, is the prosecutor in? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Look, pal, what part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit. Ooh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see. Yeah, I said we're busy. Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? No need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt much. No thanks, pal. I'm healthy as can be. And who might you be? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's Needler. Florence Needler. I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital. Well, nobody here is hurt, so... Are you sure you have the right room? Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling alright? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll... I'll be fine, thank you. Could you just please tell us what you're doing here? Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Wait, right there. I'll go grab her. Wait. Too late. I wonder who she brought along. She's here from a hospital. Maybe it's a patient? Please don't be Director Hottie. Someone you cut down to size with your trademark rapier wit? And what exactly is that supposed to mean? See, that right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this. Minor spelling mistake. Or well, it's more grammar than it is spelling. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you? Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened so far. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? Oh, okay, this is Kay. Okay. Let me guess, she has amnesia after falling from a great height. Thoughts on what? You don't recognize me? There's something about her. Something familiar. Is he not concerned that Kay is gone? This had your name on it. So I thought, just maybe? So you really did put somebody in the hospital. Don't be ridiculous, detective. But look, sir, your name's right there on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Plain as day. Be that as it may. I'm so sorry, What she's trying to say is, she has amnesia. Amnesia? Yes, at least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. But we've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You gotta feel for them. Do I, though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep if you ask me. Whoa, tough break. But don't you worry, alright? Since you had this card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. You just sit back and we'll take it from here. At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. Really? Will you? It's gonna come down to what you remember, but yes. Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed. Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember? Not a miracle worker. Give me a second. I'm just... okay. Where do we even start? So do you remember your name, miss? I'm sorry. She's been like this since you came in yesterday. So she's only been in the hospital for a day. No way, that's amazing. How did you figure it out so fast? Bruh. How can one person be so emotionally draining? They found her wandering around last night and brought her in. I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find. Did you find anything apart from my business cards? Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. She was wearing this. It's a pretty unique design, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Easily identifiable. This pin. What the heck? That Yatagarasu pin. Does that mean... But it can't be. Kay, is it really you? Kay? Okay, at least we cleared that up. It's you, isn't it, Kay? I'm Kay. Come on, Kay, you really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me. Gummy? But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now. Well, what the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not. Where's the K I know? You're nothing like her. Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. Make it sound as if K isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong exactly, but... So, what kind of person was I before? Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy, and oh yeah, you're a great thief. A great thief? There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dressers or vaults in. Steal? But that must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of punishment. No, that's not what I meant at all. I don't think that did her much good, sir. But it sure explains one thing. Look at those gloves. They're just the kind of person like that would wear. Also the pattern too. I forgot what the pattern is called though. Hey, that outfit. Like that pattern, you know how I don't know how to describe it, but like in like American depictions of like robbers, they'll have like the bag with the money back with the money sign on it. Like that pattern is basically the equivalent of that for JP. Hey, that outfit. This is what she was wearing when they found her. We had to get her to change out of it and put on hospital clothes, so that's why I have them. There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory? I'll send the outfit over to forensics later and see what they can figure out. Please do, detective. Boy, they really are some thiefy clothes, huh? I'm a criminal. You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured, you are no criminal. If you say so, perhaps we better leave it there for now. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly? Well, that is... How do I put it into words? You're Prosecutor Edward's assistant. I am? So Prosecutor's the head of some sort of great thief network then? No, not quite. We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler? There are a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be of much use to you. I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us? Well, alright then. In no particular order I present. A Jammin' Ninja mask? Was she at a show or something? A letter. It's addressed to Kay. Next, a ticket stub. And finally, a fake flower. The kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with, too. It's a corsage, detective, and they're usually worn by women. And that's that. So, anything useful in there? Kind of hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. Okay. Letter Chud arrived. I think it's the big building. Magenta flower. Hello, Sonsanju. Welcome, my Chud. Ugh, this is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? You can't just let her stay like this forever. Calm down, detective. I have an idea. You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it? Look closely at the ticket stub. Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building. The big building? You know the place? Everybody knows it, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever. Hee hee. This is yesterday's date. The ticket is only valid on the date specified. Student $6. Plus, it's a stub. I mean, she used it, right? I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find? Now, just like that. Only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. But what about your thing with the committee? It's not for a little while yet. We have time. Great, so can I leave Kay with you? That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay? I can come running with a syringe or three, wherever you might happen to be. Yes, thank you. I will be needing that particular service. Now then, Detective, shall we get going? You 2K. Yes, sir. Yes, of course. So according to this pamphlet, the big building is 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area. How very kind of you, Detective. Streak Mog never. 250 is pretty crazy. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside. Look out! The big building! It's about to fall! Well, we gotta do something. Okay, this guy just showed up for one frame in the blast case and then dipped. I'm assuming he's supposed to be someone's son, but is he Gusto's son? No, please, I'm begging you, stop. Alright, so good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts just aren't getting through to him. What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid. Cut. I'm so sorry, we're shooting a movie. Oh, it's Penny Nichols. So could you, Ah, yes, I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion, we'll get out of your way. Detective. Oh, sorry, really had me there for a second. Yeah, whatevs. Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh gosh. They stopped the building from falling down? That's good. Wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. Whoa, get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face. Eek! The wind is very strong up here. That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away. Speak for yourself. Well, okay, does this place bring back any memories? Oops. Oopsie. What's this? Hold on, let me get some water. All right. I'm not sure. Have I really been here before? Perhaps a simply encouraging her talk will help. Okay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use. All right. I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but I still can't be sure if I've even been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry. No dice, huh? I'm sorry, I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember. You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, sir, maybe just this once, try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. This seems like...
Hold it!
Kay used to love places like this, though. But, am I really her? I feel dizzy just taking a look around. I don't even think anyone should be allowed up here. What if an old person fell? Or a child? It doesn't bear thinking about. There's a fence all around us, and it's plenty high. There's really no need to worry. If you say so.
Hold it!
If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all? Let's see. Ah! Cherry blossoms. Go on. I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining, I remember now. And it was a red something. So it was raining, she's underneath the cherry tree, and she saw something red from where she said. But what? Was it something I said? No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we could explore it further. Something red. So I'm guessing that's the red hood she saw. I don't know.
Objection!
Nope. Alright, okay, take a look at this and tell me what you see. Oh, okay, I see a man in red. He has these deep lines in his brow. And he's putting a lot of pressure on me. She's not talking about me, is she? I'm not so sure that piece of evidence has anything to do with her statement, sir. I think you might be right. Let's take another careful listen to her testimony. Okay, we'll just press this thing.
Hold it!
This something red. Can you tell me any more about it? I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I can say. What can we say nearby? See nearby? What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps? A stand. A red concession stand. Yes, I think that was it. Somebody's walking toward me from beyond it. Then what happened? Then, I'm sorry. That's alright. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony. There's something walking toward you from beyond the concession stand. Concession stand. Make sure you get your precious things back, Rosie. Okay, dude. Oh, I guess they can't? From beyond the concession stand. I guess they're unable to?
Objection!
You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand, and that they were walking toward you? Yes, I can see them getting closer. Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. From where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to be floating in midair. Okay, so he is literally saying that. He can't approach from here. But if she really did fall down, she could approach from the other direction and she could fall down hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person? Eee! I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand. Somebody read. They were on the other side. They were walking toward me, getting closer and closer. And then they... Ah! Hey, what's the matter? You're alright. We're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you. I was pushed and I fell. By a person, yes, a red raincoat. A person in a red raincoat who would walk on air, who supposedly pushed her off the building. None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which, nobody could fall from this height and survive. Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. Mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been discovered here in this building, sir. Bruh. A body? Whose body exactly? Not sure. We're still working on it. But what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. That her name is Kay. What? What the blazing? Huh? Okay. The plot thickens, I guess. Okay, this does not look like a K. Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this? Yes, sir. This is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. So, it's here now. I knew that they moved out of the prosecutor's building. I had no idea that they come here. Didn't he have a meeting scheduled for this? Shouldn't he have, like, paid attention? Like, the location? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, and Kay too! How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better? We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? This is my grandma. Hold on 1 second. Name's Hilda Hurt, Sonny. Who the heck might you be? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name, Hertz. Is she? Yup, she's the director of Hertz Hospital. This old folk woman is the head of a hospital? Don't you old fogey me a dang reprobate? How did she do that? Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am. Heh. Oh, that's not true. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl. The one with amnesia. Seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert. Want me to fix those brow furrows of yours, Sonny? Hehehe. Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable. Well, you're sure you want me to say that to Grandma? Well, alright then. Now I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of you. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased body, I got work to do. Wait, please, we. Not a dang thing, I tell you. Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? What the heck just happened? Oh, did I mention? Grandma's also a coroner. She's in charge of this case, which means, ouch! Which means exactly that. Ugh. What do you mean? Exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me. Oh my god, what is going on? This is like elderly abuse. But she's also like abusive as fuck too. Feels like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape. Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. What the heck is their deal? What does it matter as long as we have permission to investigate? What does matter? Mattered a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? Alright, let's get to work. That person over there is called Kay, right? Surely that means I can't be the Kay you know. That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry. You're the Kay we know. I'm certain of it. Thanks. Kay who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring Arcade's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Holy shit. Holy moly. Statue of the Goddess of Justice. You sure you know your stuff, sir? So, does she dole out blessings or what? She's not that kind of goddess, detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution. The blindfold shows her impartiality. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Oops. There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. It's also leaking. Like something got crushed. Judging by the amount and how it has spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed. Nice. With bodies on that table behind us, sir. How come? I can only surmise that the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Whoa, this is one big statue. What's it even for? Goddess of Justice stands in judgment over the committee's proceedings against corrupt prosecutors. And if I'm not very much mistaken, it's a Paul Halik original. Oh my god. You mean the victim from the IS-7 is sinister? Mr. Artie Frost? No matter how murky his name or morals were, there was no denying his skill. This is a genuine work of art. I heard someplace that a lot of good artists are either geniuses or eccentrics. Which do you think he was? I don't know about Halik, but Larry's definitely an eccentric. That's it. Nice, neatly arranged bookshelves stretching off in the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think? Sure is. There's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep, then vacuum, then wipe it all down twice. Then on goes the floor wax, and then only you approach your actual job with the same level of rigor. It's like this thing here. An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. Almost reminds me of a certain legend. I know the one, sir. Knights of the, brown table, right? Whoops, guess what? That wasn't it. The newts of the brown table? The knives of the brown sable? Birds and person from the mark. I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it, for now. The chandelier. Sorry. We're kind of busy right now. Grandma's still looking at the body. You stay the heck out of my way, you hear? Could you give us a few more minutes? Of course, we'll come back and examine the body ourselves later after she's up. Things have gone as they were meant to. I'd be standing at this podium right now. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because someone had died. Although it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge had been taken away. The best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind this incident. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room. Yes, sir. You need a special key card to enter, sir. Interesting, so not just anybody can enter? In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... Yes, sir, a member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. The hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Sorry to intrude. Oh, it's Von Karma. Who are... Huh? What's that, Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other? It has been too long, Grandma Hurts. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. Lock in. What's she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol. Well, I guess she was supposed to be abroad. Don't look so surprised. Where our investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that may be. Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered. Not the smuggling ring again. So the smuggling ring is involved then. That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. See, she means to be as helpful as ever. Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours. In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind. I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you dang varmint. Don't need so soon to be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember, it's not me saying this stuff, okay? But please, Granny, it's important. Who you calling Granny, little missy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. This is going nowhere. I don't want to have to do this, but Franziska, I need you to add us to the investigation. We have to see that the body up close, or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. As in Kay Faraday? Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us. I don't know what you're up to, but very well. Thank you. You won't regret it. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later. We owe you, sir. Big time. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. Ah! Well, Grandma Hurts, will you allow them to examine the body? I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hon. Are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. Suit yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour. Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Holy. What the... Okay, so pronged, magenta... Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her. I think we knew that already, Detective. Our Kay's standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Maybe she worked in one of the offices right here in the building. Oh, the notebook of promises? Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, so that's probably what lured Kay out. This was, like, stolen. And she got a note saying it would be returned to her. So this is probably what it... The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? Oh, because of the notebook. We'll scour the scene and inspect anything that has my attention. This book. What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while. Indeed. Never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Book of vows made by a child to her father. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. What exactly is it doing here? Oh, I just remembered something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. What? Evidence went missing from police custody? Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice. What could this mean? Why did it turn up here of all places? You there. What do we know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. That's how she became K. Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it though. If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. Oh dude, what is that? What is this arm? Is that a dog print? Bruh. What's going on? Pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its label. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right hand side. What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on a woman's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left. Really? That's a thing? Like I always say, sir, you sure you know your stuff? This is common knowledge, detective. That's not common knowledge. Who the fuck? I mean, it's like... No, fuck you, Edgeworth. No one cares. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket? A pair of gloves, also white. They don't seem to be soiled in any way. Imagine they must have belonged to the victim. There's a paw print right here, bruh. Are we just gonna ignore that? I think she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. Think it has something to do with how she died? No, this scar's too old for that. I'd imagine it happened some time ago. Hmm? She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Oh, it's probably a security key. Yes, sir. Right away. What is that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card, probably from a store. Ouch! The key card. Why, sir? Why? The question we should be asking is, what does it open? Wait, these gotta be connected. I would imagine that the victim's key card probably grants access to the room, wouldn't you? Let me go find it, sir. Let me go find out, sir. I'm back. They found some details on the key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the key card actually belonged to her, yes. Indeed. There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. Oh, okay, yeah. Could this be related to the evidence somehow? I like how, like, you're told to deduce with no warning. Judging by its appearance, I'd say the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, does look like it's made out of the same fabric. Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You got one heck of an eye, sir. Torn from the victim's clothes. Okay. If the flower belonged to the victim, this implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect. What? There's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to prove such an assertion. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or for worse, yes. Victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Fortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket. Nothing except this hole right here. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. Can't keep your coins in there now. They'd all fall right out. You heard of a changed purse, detective? Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right? I give up. You think this could be the murder weapon? A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could well have been made by those spikes. A candle album? Not quite, detective. Candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Ah, I gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once in a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. '07. Who does that in this day and age? I mean, that's happened before in blackouts. I used to use candle before. But nowadays, there's like portable chargers. So if you happen to have those, you know, fully charged, you can rely on your phone. Really? That's... Seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of the victim. Then am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Hold on. Well, of course we're sure. What are you talking about? Thank you. And that person lying there? Is someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now. No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir? Indeed, I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Well, look who it is again. Oh, I know that voice. With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winter. Oh, hell nah. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you and I don't need you. The case is mine. That's what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. Oh, and you this piece of shit again? Log in. He sure will. Not now that I'm here. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm assuming you're talking about Eustace. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them. Whee! Miles Edgeworth, who is imbecile. Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Francisco von Karma, I presume? My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel at your service. Yeah, that guy. He's just a dumbass, but yeah. And the deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer, authority at law, and a member of the Committee for Prosecutor Excellence. I see. That would explain the key card. You're the lead prosecutor? Yup, which means this case will be solved in ice. You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. Wanna know my name? All you have to do is ow! Says talking haunts me. I do. Swears my sleep paralysis demon. Sad. The secondhand smoke produced by the blunt are gonna keep you awake forever. Stop babbling and tell me now. It's Eustace Winter. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Mr. Guy in charge. Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Everwinter. Someone exercise him while I try to sleep. No. Alright, that's me done. See you next time. Yeah, home time. I can murder a bowl of noodles right about now. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy. Let's see. Though the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died. Eustace. It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. Ooh, what now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. No, that would be a tragedy. Head injury sustained post-mortem. Okay, so it's really just a stab wound. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I like how he's the first to react. Not that, like, Edgeworth feels a little more passive when it comes to Kay. I mean, he's definitely defensive, but, like, I think Gumshoe's, like, the one who's, like, more, he's less calm. I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer, and though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct? You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It's questionable in the extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. Fine? This is anything but fine, okay? I still don't remember anything. So maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember. Uh-oh. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intended to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield, not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. Then allow me, prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth. Uh-oh. Who's ready for a face full of bullshit? They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody's me. Okay, dude. I won this race too. I saw it before anyone else did. Kay Faraday's the murderer. No doubt about it. She snuck in the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Deductive genius? That was a total mess. And Detective Gumshoe saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, but you have explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. It's alright. Kay, Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me, but in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know, bruh. Okay, dude. Okay.
Hold it!
Oh, really? And what was it she was trying to steal? Well, a file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact. Mr. Edgeworth? And you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it?
Overruled.
Oh, there'll be no need to go into that. Will there, Mr. Prosecutor? No, that, won't be necessary. Well, please, Mr. Winter, continue. What was that? Do we present the stub? Because that shows that she was here.
Objection!
I'm afraid you've contradicted yourself there. What? Is that true, Gavel? Of course not, Eustace. The only contradictions I see are in Mr. Edgeworth's own baseless claims. Ha! So my testing is completely contradiction-free. I knew it. It's just always riddled with contradiction. Oh, it's a key card. It's a key card. If only Judge Gavel didn't keep covering for him, I'd be able to get to the truth. Wait, you need a key card.
Objection!
Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? Really sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1, and 2, and 3. In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate. Why do you always have to make fun of me? You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this key card. Who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Have you no shame? Eee! Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer. And perhaps you could tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this. Without a key card? Ah, she, you know, there was the, and yeah. A masterful summary. Now as we know, only members of the community have key cards, therefore only they can enter. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with me? Please take a look at this. I had a security pull the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was open at 12:52 a.m. with Mr. Ringer's keycard. We cannot know for certain, of course, but who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Mrs. Ringer and then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement? Certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the women. I'm sure of it. How could you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. There's no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at the crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course. What? I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Another of the victim's possessions. And you kept this to yourself until now. You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why? It was a candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. Well, what now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody at Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. Ha 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 ha. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a spot to steal from the very room in which we are standing. No. Wait, so your principal suspect is Miss Kay Faraday for the second crime as well as the Mrs. Ringer's murder. I'm the principal suspect? Don't listen to her. It's all lies. All of it. You're not like that. You never do any of the stuff they were accusing you of. And how do you explain the letter, detective? Unlike Mr. Winter, I suspected that Judge Gavel herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive. Nicely done, Gavel. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet. I still have questions, and you better have answers. Would you mind if I handled this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. Can't let the steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. Seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in the plot of some kind. But for whatever reason, our alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in that resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. She's good. Better than ever, even. Think you take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course. Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? There's only one side to be on, Scruffy. Side of the truth. Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say. Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning. Quite you. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Okay. Oh. Where's the body, right? We would have a hole.
Objection!
If it was really in her pocket, the notes would have a hole in them because of the stab wound. The victim kept the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard. Even then, they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer. I think you might have misheard her, Your Honor. Perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. But hey, you take that back. Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means, if I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No! Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket. Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder. Indeed, there are 3 puncture wounds to the chest and yet not one to the letter. Miraculous, no? Well, Judge Gavel, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. The letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. How do you, like, mess that up? Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is a real culprit who almost certainly also forged this letter. No! Clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter. You fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket. Yeah. Let me guess, there's only one pocket on one side. Well, seriously? The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Ah! Suck your foolishness, father, you foolishly foolish fool. Or are you that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? Stop making fun of my deductions. Yeah. There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining. Yes, even though I had no intention of doing so. Letter stained with blood, which suggests it had been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report. Not unless that report was given by you. Gavel, say something. No objections? Good. Allow me to continue. We have established the existence of a second suspect. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here. Remember? Who else could have gotten apart from Faraday and Ringer? Whoever it was would have needed a keycard. Judge Gavel proposed that the killer enter the room together with the victim. What if there was something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than Kay. Oh, is it the card? Or the keycard record? Okay, whoever the fuck this guy is.
Take that!
Again, a keycard record provided by Judge Gavel Charlotte record. Olago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you'll note that someone else's keycard was also listed. A mystery person could have entered before him and lay in wait for the victim. This other person entered at 10:50 p.m. But certainly not outside the realm of possibility. Except, I'm afraid it is. Where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. It was my key card. There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please. Is there? Perhaps not. But that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
Overruled.
What utter nonsense. What would I have had to gain from killing her?
Objection!
I'm sure you know that I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had. Brett.
Overruled.
I'm a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I use my key card, that much is true. My reasoning for entering this room is far from questionable. Now, perhaps you'd care to tell us why? I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. But I'm sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing, she must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me. To relieve me of my badge. Alright, children. That's enough. It's good to keep our skills and our tongue sharp. Especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who in the... Who is this guy? Really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. Yeah, she's here to gather something. Ermy. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere, living his best life. You'll have to forgive me. It's just, I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them. Chairman Winner. Winner? Ah, Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. And is this young princess guy see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winter? It's been far too long. And so formal. I thought we were like family. Used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winter! Uncle Winter! At the top of your little lungs. Ah, but time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered, and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this? Bring your pops to work day? Silence! Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Now, Verity. Oh, he got like water here in his eyes. What the heck? Is these like swimming goggles? There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. I don't know. I don't trust this. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winter. Father to this idiot boy, among other things. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows where. Dad, you're here. Use my handkerchief. Thank you, son. You're a good boy in your own silly way. Like father, like son, I suppose, though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We're currently trying...
Objection!
You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the...
Objection!
I told you that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong pocket. Yeah. Don't test my patience. All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we? Sorry, you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made your cases very clearly. All except for you, Eustace. What? But Dad! We're prosecutors, and it's our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare to call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt based on what I've heard. Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch bad guys loads of times. Much about this case is still unclear. Please, you have to let us. It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. What the heck is that supposed to be? What is bro even doing? He's just like tracking with his eyes. The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious, and we have so little of it. And there's so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? Alright, Miss K. Faraday. Time to come along quietly. Hello, Bill guy. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell you. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this detective? What? So either Kay goes down or Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do? You've used this badge to shield yourselves? Oh, how the committee too has fallen. Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Mr. Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice. What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now my fate is tied to that of his tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing way up here. I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Judge Gavel, a moment, please. Yes, what is it? Your badge. What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing, Miles Edgeworth? Explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up, just like that? You can't mean it, sir. To tell me you're kidding, please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I'll gladly shed the title to be free. I'll carve my own path. One I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Are you running away from the Von Karma? From me? Say what you will, Francisca. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never. No. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kay, don't go. You stay right where you are, detective. What's there? I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Well, now, this is no good, is it? We let a dangerous criminal run free. I try and try, and yet it's never enough. There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She'd better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does. Okay. Okay. She's not here either. Where are you? Knockity knock knock. Special visitor. Fender. Whoa, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that. What are you doing here? Has something happened? Has something happened, he asked. I'll say. Been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber? I'd call that happening, alright. What was your hearing be today, I thought? I love this one? Nice. Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved. They're reporting it on the news already? Heck yeah, a dead lawyer, a young woman on the run, they're lapping it up. It's crazy stuff, but compelling too, I gotta admit. So, are you gonna give me the lowdown, or what? Well, actually... Whoa, maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought. This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone without her memory. Not to mention being a suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. But where the heck could she have gotten to? You sure she didn't remember Zip? Thought she might not have come. She might have come here, but no luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep. Think I don't know that? I'm out of place to look, bruh. This isn't like you. You're wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. After all, it's got even you running from pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like the attorney I knew you were born to be. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. And she never harmed a fly, let alone another person. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in her corner, champ. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's quite the bond that sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man the run for its money, even. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs. You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no halls barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two can make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous. Seems my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down. Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be, and you can't just walk the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source, look into how she lost her memory in the first place? You just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down. That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. And that's where we're headed. Next stop, the big time. And maybe you can give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't come frolicking back into the fold if the first thing she says is you scowling like that. Very funny. Hunter is truly a force of nature all on his own. The sun's sure set quickly. Not even a murder on the premises could make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around though. Guess we've got the whole place ourselves. The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. Earth to miles, we got sleuthing to do. This rooftop paradise is all ours, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for Kay. Alright? Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do. Alright, investigation time. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Mr. Edwards, we meet again. What are you two doing up here? Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck are you doing here? Looking to get yourself in even more hot water? You ain't worrying about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine. Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off. Wait, what? You got fired? I said you need to concern yourself with my affairs. If you say so. So, oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh, did something happen? Maybe I can help? How about an injection? No injections, thank you. Fortunately, Jabba Day does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Yeah, it did get kind of chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edwards, catch you again soon. Hey, you, yeah, you. How about some delicious Parting Clouds cotton candy to brighten your day? Parting Clouds. The name for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here? Our gimmick is we take a normal serving cotton candy and we split it in half. Part it, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we're laughing all the way to the bank. I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely. Looks like a TV showing announcements from the various TV companies in the big building. But at that moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. What am I standing here for? Steel Samurai isn't on today. Actually, this, I guess, the beak and wings of a bird and the body of a lion. Yes, these statues are meant to guard the peace of this little rooftop haven. I would say they're incredibly detailed, almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcome, I wondered how many people have been scared off by these instead. You insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Kay absolutely would have been all over this. The Kay I know anyway. For now, I'd better focus my powers on observation on this rooftop. Amnesia Kay, yeah. Pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom, according to what Kay told us. Standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. Oh, okay. That makes things complicated. The person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which would suggest she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough too. Damn. Pegasus the winged horse legend. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on its forehead? It's a unicorn? No, that can't be right either. Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? There's a little plaque there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. That'll teach me to bother engaging with such things. So how did Kay lose her memory? Think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe some particularly choice words from Miles' insult comment. Of course not. I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget. Picture Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion. Poor guy, I don't envy him one bit. What the? Yee! Hi. Kay. Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait. That would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low. Oh, yes. That. Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on the suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that even your current state, top of which while you've been playing hide and go seek, I've been worried, sick, and frantically trying to find you. Are you mad at me? Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Do you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? No. I came to try and help you get your badge back. What? Thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. Or if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could. Hey, there's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I could be more certain that you're the Kay that I know of so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. You hear me? I'm sorry. Seriously, Miles, you're killing me here. You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it up by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in. Okay. That's the spirit. Not now, Fender. Yeesh, I was just trying to lighten the mood. Live news now from the big building where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue the hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. Considered the prime suspect, and police say no effort is being spared. Trying to tie her down. Ooh, mama, they're not messing around, huh? Well, tell me what's the plan. Looks like the clock's ticking down and fast. Indeed, it's only a matter of time before they find us. Alright, first things first. Okay, you're sticking with us from now on, capiche? But I've caused you so much trouble already. You're not really making things any worse for me at this point. Mr. Edgeworth. And it's settled. We're in this together like the Three Musketeers. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay innocent. I will, believe me. You need to do everything you can to help him with his investigation, okay, Kay? Be back. Alright, I'm back. Yes, of course. Great, now we've got to move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before you even started. You may not have any more to lose, but sure, your Uncle Eddie sure does. Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know. Okay, what do I do now? I hope I've been of help to you so far. I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Okay, I was standing under the tree sheltering from the rain. Then I saw a person in a red raincoat. And then they pushed me. Do you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there's one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came closer and closer. The moon? Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but I was in the exact same place that it is right now, floating up there above the cherry blossoms. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. Okay, so that's new information I should keep in mind. I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory. There is, it could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind, and say whatever comes into your thoughts. Alright, I'm seeing... It's very faint, but I'm seeing a small restaurant. Just this counter and some seats. There's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup. Not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too firm. That's when a thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl. Captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case. You used to say you were the great thief, Yadagrassi? A noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth? You really not remember any of that? I think you're right. I was a noble. Not a noble king, a noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there. Okay, I'm assuming the moon locates where the person was from. Think back over what Kaya said. The person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand. Oh, I guess this is the railing she fell over. She implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the sand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder. Well, when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Okay, so they're switched. The K claims it's currently in the same spot in the sky as on that incident. This throws positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale. But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing, isn't it? Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole. The ground can just open up like that? My bad, not jokey matter. Sorry, kiddo. But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. Oh! Bruh. Kate couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay. What's this? Looks like a service hatch. Okay. You think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that. Sorry, I just can't say one way or the other. My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know? I don't? Never? Well, maybe not never, but if I told you to leap lyrically into my arms... Fender. Chill, Miles Arena. Where's your sense of whimsy? So, never then. Ouch, talk about a deep cut. The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms, even though the tree's not in full bloom yet. Strong wind up here is blowing the petals right off. It would have been nice if they'd thought to tidy up just a little, though. Da, 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 da. Can't believe this thing's made the news already. How did they do it, huh? Hey, think they're filming us from the chopper up right there right now? Go check the TV for me, Miles Arena. Needed to make sure they're catching my good side. Now, at a time like this? I hope I've been a help to you so far. Well, the TV. As you can see, there's still hard work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutor Excellence held their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right. There have been people walking by the windows all evening. There's one serious investigation. Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out of here with Kay and eat Rosier. Find a way to slip past the press. A cool, mysterious customer, Mazarino, but I'm no spy. Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate. Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit. I can tell it doesn't end well for me. Must scour the scene. Okay, dude. Deduce. Contradiction here. Hiding in plain sight. Select the building. Oh. That's so weird. Eureka! Question. How many floors does this building have? Easy. 50, right? Kinda ironic that just a few feet above there where the committee works its ugly little schemes. Place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting swooshy times. But then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor? The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But actually appears to be located one floor below that. Clearly contradicting the supposed facts. Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake. Somehow I don't think it'll call me crazy, but there appears to be a hidden 51st floor. Wow, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love. Ah, my heart, you didn't need to take it quite so literally, okay? Good, then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead. Come on, have you met me, Miles? That might be easier said than done. It'll be easy to try and enjoy your so-called jokes. How's the whole floor between the 50th and the viewing platform remain undetected all this time? Got me there. Kind of hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it, if you ask me. It's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open go unnoticed by people. Well, it seems a bit implausible. Crazy, I was crazy once. Oh my god. R.I.P. mobile viewers. Which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can be reached by ordinary means. You'll have to just reach it through extraordinary means, right? I don't know about extraordinary means, but maybe let's go for unconventional. Indeed, consider if you will the hatch we found by Cherry Tree. What could you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps? Ho ho, a secret room. Now you're talking my language. Let's go take a look. Alright, there we go. What is this place? Look at all that stuff down there. Is it a storeroom? Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell. Go team! Strike one mystery off the list. Yes, for the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. A red raincoated figure who can walk on air to count forward, among other things. Hey, can a guy bask in success or mess for a second? How about we scooch on down and check it out? We have pretty much exhausted everything up here. Can't hurt to take a look. Not bad. Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, it's Emma. Emma, what are you doing here? I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on. This is Emma Sky. She's a high school student currently studying in Europe to become forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also studied in court together. The detective called me up in a panic. Said your badge fell off of the big building and that Kay was in a man suit and... Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already? Yep, I'm here with one of my professors. Not to do any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting. And shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around crying to me? Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language after all. It's not an actual language, Emma. Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she? Aw, shucks. Isn't that sweet, K-Meister? Your little friend is worried about you. Oh, yes. Who's this guy? Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth. Very funny young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. A defender, attorney at law, and senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices. Edgeworth, so you are his assistant. Wait, attorney? When were you a defense attorney? I'm not. To say it's complicated to understand. Let's not sort the details for now, yeah? First things first. But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Really? Ooh, it's not like I'm not... it's like I'm not even here. What is this, some kind of weird experiment? Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there. I agree. The police could be here at any minute. And who's this? I'll explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go. Oh, alright. But you better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro. Trust me, I'll explain that too. Okery dokery doo. Down the hatch we go. Good orming. True objection. Stark is a grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face. Watch your step, Emma. Ouch! I hit my head on something. Make sure you're way down slowly, Kay. I want you to slip. Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth. There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Ah, bingo! This is... Oh my gosh, it's the... Oh, this is like the smuggling ring. Win through compromise? When have I seen that? Oh my gosh. This is... So Hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. Oh look, it's New Lai. Right here. We'll need to take a careful look at over all these items. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation or three. I did indeed. Where do we even start? Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case! It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma. Hehehe. Seems you've gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney. I'm not an attorney. Or a prosecutor anymore. Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me. Well, if you're sure. Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth. And you, Miss Sky. And then there were 4, right? Everyone, let's get to work. I want to know where the elevator goes. Looks like it goes down. Something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first. Aye, aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy. Alright, keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind. The UK. Emma? Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth. Very well. Then let's begin. Pile of bingos just left out for all to see. A little tasteless, wouldn't you say? No way, these are all $100 bills. There's a fortune right there. How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth? Please, Emma. I don't even want to think about it. The statue. What is it? Got some new data for me? Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on, a piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue. There are 2 of them, a real one and a fake. Whichever one this is, it should be here of all places. No case, huh? Guess you have worked on a bunch of a different... Gotcha! Caught in that. Red dang-handed. Guiltier than a tomcat covered in cream. Ah! My eyes. Ain't no stopping my snapping. Not till I got every dang detail and then some. Y'all think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Think again. We're not criminals. Yeah, sure. Pull the other one. It's got bells on. This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials. Oh, it's you. Huh? You're that low-down dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't ya? Who are you calling a low-down dirty jerk? This is a lot of heart. A photojournalist by trade, we've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. It's hard to forget, and even harder to get a word in edgewise with. Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if I ever saw one. Seems I didn't leave the best impressions on her either. Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful all I want from you is a couple of pictures. We're just here to investigate. Sure you are. If I investigate, you mean pull the wool over a lot of my wide eyes. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me. Didn't hurt to try, I guess, but we're probably better off leaving her alone for now. Said the statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? Pretty weird looking, I have to say. It's known as the Alfred statue. The what? The Alfred statue. It says here that it's called the Alfred statue. Yeah, Alfred statue. Alfred, Alfred. What are you muttering about? Oh, nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we? Sorry, Edwards. You're not Alibaba statue. I see. So, what are y'all doing snooping around a fishy old place like this anyhow? Who's us who should be asking you that? Me, I'm in it for the truth, for good of society. For little Misha, of course. I'm what you might call a photographer for the people. Snapping here, snapping there, snapping every dang where. How bad statue? True. I'll just leave you to it. Then talk. We can talk once you've gotten out of your system later. Oh, I can. Ask me anything. I'm all ears. I'm back for a little while to interpret for my professor, but I'm still mostly based in Europe. Gotta keep studying until I'm finding this forensic investigator I understand. I gotta hear you say that. Dedication to one's chosen field is a student's greatest responsibility. Sure is, but I don't just want to get ahead academically. I've been trying hard at sports too. Specifically that one event they have at school athletics meets, you know the one. They're quite a few to choose from. Huge over there, and unlike there, it's considered a real hardcore sport for adults. That's right, I'm talking about lasses battles. Wasn't heard of those, right? Me, never, not even once. Miss Hart sure seems to have grudge against you, Mr. Edgeworth. Low down, dirty jerk of a prosecutor. She really wasn't holding back. We met a few times, on one case in particular. Let's not let her attitude and suddenly appears distract us from the job at hand. We just need to gather all the facts and apply the principles of logical reasoning. By following my methods, the truth will present itself soon enough. Low down, dirty journalist notwithstanding. Don't take this the wrong way, but did her calling you a low down, dirty jerk get to you, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't be ridiculous. Kinda creepy, all these masks lined up here in the dark. Not a fan of horror movies, I take it. No way! That stuff's so unscientific. You mispronounced terrifying. Let's scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, fine. Those are all case files for various murders. What? Well, why would they be here? They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or at the prosecutor's office. You suggest somebody remove them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We can find out more. The selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a steel samurai. What an impressively authentic likeness it is. Scientists and me is sensing something strange though. A lack of consistency, you know? In the sense that the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow? I don't disagree. There's even an empty space here. Yeah, just an empty hook right in the middle. Somebody using that one perhaps? Oh, this is the Jam Ninja mask. Okay, so we just did this here. Could this be related to the evidence somehow?
Eureka!
Kay was carrying a Jam Ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have been originally come from this hook. Scientifically speaking, that doesn't sound like a crazy hypothesis. Which means that Kay was really here? At least you put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why? She come to steal something maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here. She's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. The Samurai and the Nickel Samurai. This Nickel Samurai always seem kind of pleased with himself to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just about being skinny, it's cool, you know? There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way. Hey, you've just gone up in my estimation, Emma. She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai series needs. You can say that again. I love the Pink Princess. You watch shows like that, Emma? Of course, you love them too, right? Well, I don't really know all that much about them, but sure. Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought. I can't believe you've never seen it. That mask. That's global hero on Yakupon. Why is that so shocking? You really don't know. Everything about the show is secret. When it's on TV, who makes it? The merchandise is super rare. Sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business. That's Captain Saipon. He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it. And the flower on his head a little excessive myself. What TV show are these from? I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School. Or an elementary school where the students are all superheroes. The mask are modeled on sports safety helmets or something, right? And maybe the number of icelets tells you their student ID number. So the one on the left would be number 1, and the right is number 2. I suppose that could be it, yes. That would mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers. I admit being a little intrigued by this show now. These are... What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. What are they doing here? I mean, this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into. Can't be evidence like this sort of police department. They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too. The case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct. Plus, there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere. And yet, here it all is. There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. Oh, labels. Labels with numbers printed on them. Exhibit numbers, maybe? Said they were all a piece of evidence, right? Looks like prices, brother. Yes, but just because the numbers are written in items by themselves. Guess these are prices. But prices? I never would have guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it? New line, 84K? That's kind of crazy. Prices are very high indeed, but it's no wonder she's surprised. We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags, along with huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running illicit trade with judicial goods. Shady deals on a 51st floor. This is big. It has to be, right? I think it might be. We'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here. Well, there was an eyewitness we could interview. An eyewitness, huh? It's odd. This is the only spot with nothing on it. But it still has one of those signs in front. Indeed, and look, there's an outline in the dust on top of the clock. I think something was probably sitting on there until quite recently. Wouldn't you? You know what? I think you might be right. But I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what. Well, I might have an idea. Star-shaped outline. We have a piece of evidence that will be connected. Oh, this is the star. Okay. Eureka! The outline thus matches the bottom of this cantaloupe rum exactly. I'd say there's a strong chance this is where our murder took it from. I mean, the cantaloupe rum was evidence from another case? It really seems like it, but that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from the storeroom. Mannequin, huh? Wait, I know all things from my powers of scientific deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right? Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. Doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. Why is it here? It's a cute little doll. Looks kind of like the Steel Samurai. It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. Can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under, more than most people could bear. Yes, he was young, but you can sense it nonetheless. It's a certain tragic refinement. Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening to me? Hmm? Oh, of course. Niulai. Aw, he's a cutie. Look at this fluffy little guy. That's a stuffed animal we found at Gordon. He should be in possession of the prosecutor in charge of the case. How did he end up wind up here? Aw, but look, he's missing his left horn. Yes, but he never had it in the first place. At least not as far as we ever saw. Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall. Now I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? So this storeroom is actually more of a stockroom. It would seem so, as much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases? And who too? Who would even want to pay for all this stuff? Somebody, clearly. Price tags are proof of that. Wow, people really will collect anything, huh? Fascinating. Meow, meow, meow. Why exactly are you, Miss Hart? Me? I told you, I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society, and for little old me, of course. I'm a photographer for the people. For the people? If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence tracking being sitting here in the storeroom. Oh, so she's after a juicy story. Makes sense. Well, how did y'all figure that out? Yes, it means I don't have to go tippy-toe around it anymore, no. Now, one of my sources told me to look down low about an underground auction. What? So all the items here were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had a KMC for myself, of course. He had eyes on my subject, you know. Should have heard the tables my contact was telling. Taller than 2 trees, or so I thought at first. Anyway, wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday I snuck in, slept behind this here statue, and settled in the wait. Bidding started late at night and carried right on through to the break of dawn. The auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence? Dirty deals in a secret storeroom. Talk about a story. Was there anyone else on the sale apart from the items of evidence in this room? Sure, there was regular old stuff too. Shady artwork from who knows where. That kind of thing. And what way are shady artworks regular, exactly? Well, the evidence was the big draws, for sure. Reckon they were selling them faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of cop and prosecutor shops. And I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hart? Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could from up here. Have been up here since yesterday, so you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then? It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't actually giving much away. All the customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. Threw on masks just as soon as they got down the ladder. And that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them, see? Teeny tiny ones, sneakier than a bug's behind. So, just so you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. Surreptitious as all heck. You know, you mean surreptitious, right? I sure do. Sweet, sweet surreptitude. Also not a word. Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. And then in came the next one. When it came time to leave, they all done the same, but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one. Mask back on the hook, up the ladder and away. Whoa, that's a serious operation. How many participants were there? 11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder. I didn't just hide from the stupid statue the whole time, you know. You didn't? Then where were you? Well, when I first got here, You know what? That ain't important right now. So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning. Anywho, I watched all the folks come in from my spying spot. There in the shadows. I see, so you were watching from behind the statue. They used that there elevator to get down below. And once it was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on. I mean, the elevator remained in the room beneath? Nah, they sent back up, but there's a little peek hole if you know where to look. The elevator don't quite sit flush with the floor, see? If you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang. You catch sight of who was in charge? Alright, sure, I guess I did. Ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the ringleader after all. Wonders who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more. You mentioned a ringleader. Can you tell me more about them? Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive. And an exclusive ain't much dang good if you done spilled the beans out already. I see, so you don't actually know anything about them. You think that's why she won't give us an answer? It makes sense, I guess. Ugh, you got me. Couldn't see if I was a man or a woman, kid or an old timer. Nothing. What were they wearing? Could you please see that at least? Sure, white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the label. Them three things is what I remember. What god's the description of the outfit? What good's the description of the outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it? This ringleader disguised their identity too, so just like everybody else. Yes sirree, mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards. You're wearing the mask? Which one? Let me see. Oh yeah, this guy. Zervin. What kind of animal name is that? Kissing strikers? You've never heard of Zervin? The global hero Anya Capone's arch nemesis. Who hasn't heard of Zervin the Time Lord? You might be better off asking someone who has. So you better not get a glimpse of their face at all. No, I dang wouldn't. Well, did it? It kind of scratches on my scoop. Well, that's her. Yeah. This is a recurring character, yes. This whole mess has been nothing but a snipe hunt. I should have never come. Oh, the detective assistant? Yeah, Emma? Yes. We know somebody who is dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. Oh, okay, we just show the... You said the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and magenta flower, correct? Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but they was. It's the outfit you saw? Well, holy smokes, it sure as heck is. But whoa, wait. So the big cheese is dead? All we know is that she is a victim in the case we're investigating. Her name is Rosie Ringer. Do you know her? No. So the ringleader was a lady. Well, ain't that slippier and a dang deal. throwing me off with a man's jacket like that. I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim. So somebody done bumped off the boss, huh? Then well, that's what's happening. What was happening? Oh, nothing at all. Y'all just go on about your business now. No offense was hard, but that made you sound about 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious my foot. Told y'all it's nothing. And you won't get nothing more than me out of... You won't get nothing more out of me than that. Wait, so there is more? How many dang times do I gotta tell you? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way. You just tell us just a little more, pretty please? I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out, money comes in. That's how the game is played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told you all too much already. Wait, what if I examine some fingerprints for you? Pro bono? What kind of cockamamie thank you is that? I'd sooner get a tooth pulled. You want intel? You just gotta dig up yourselves, just like I had to. Okay, guess she isn't gonna talk to either of us. Oh, she'll handle. I'll handle things from here, Emma. Researching techniques that I found useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. She may not give up the information voluntarily, but she doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. All right, second. Stretch. Oh, sick. Logic chess. All right. Alright. I ain't telling y'all nothing you hear. Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse. As you see, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. I don't have time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. This heart is definitely hiding something from her. My first move is to discover what that something is. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out. Go jump in the creek, you big bully. Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me. Nah, nor me with you either. I have a clue as to what you how to proceed with this line of questioning. I better try another chapter. I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Just calm down and try to talk reason. I am called dang you. Least ways all will be just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain. That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world throws at you, see? Speaking of news hounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. Reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own, in fact. Oh yeah? She spoke like me, huh? Guess that could have been something that I know. You realize you have no... Oh my god. Oh, quit rhyming, will you? This whole thing's a waste of my precious time. I should have picked my words more wisely. What? Oh my god. I don't got time for all this hog swill. That's it. I'm out of here. Curses. Can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Alright, once more into the breach. Damn, I got my ass whooped. Silent treatment, huh? Well, 2 can play at that game. Perhaps a little more proactivity. Her name is Tabby Lloyd. If I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening. She told me about somebody she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she? Oh, so y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where do y'all bump into her? She's a great kid, reckon? Wait. Oh, no, you don't. You ain't getting on my good side bringing her into this, you snaky snake. Ooh, you nearly had me too. Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact. Yeah, well, I guess it does seem kind of cool to me to say that. You know her pretty good. Wouldn't want that poor kid thinking I don't give rats behind. Good, then you will tell us what you know. Fine. See, it's like this. Give me a scoop. Wait, what am I thinking? Dang it, Lottie, you can't let him bamboozle you that easily. What's this about a scoop? Oh, forget it. It was nothing. How embarrassing. As a professional journalist making his careless slip of the tongue. Now, tell me what it is. Ah! Alright, I got me scoop, a big one. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay. She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. You know the details of the scoop. She's quick to anger. But she's also quick to let key information slip. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of here. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it? Man, might be it did, might be it didn't. Which is it? This is important. Alright. You don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in and did some undercover reporting. I'll be the judge of whether your action. Oh, okay. An unlawful entry to private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime. Okay. Hey, you did the exact same thing, genius. Oh, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that. Let's not mention the fact that I handed my badge, shall we? Still, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that have done worse. Murder for one, next to murder, trespass ain't hardly nothing. When you're muttering about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with the homicide? Nah, I was just talking about hypothetical, like, you know, about murdering being the big one. And, ain't nothing worse than murder. That's the most skillful evasion I've ever heard in my career. Look, I done told you, okay, I snuck into the auction. I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Talk's on her. I have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of question. Oh my god. The scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction? You know what? I clean forget. You tried to infiltrate an auction. It only stands to reason that you'd observe something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about? I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing. Oh, well, I got owned. If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you did hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room? Well, see, it wasn't nothing really, just a little noise is all. Wouldn't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it. So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. This could be a valuable clue. Time to deploy my clue. told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it was important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? To think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim. Ah! How do you keep doing that? Alright. Oh, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. Then that's all you're getting out of me. There won't be no scoop left otherwise. The murder Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. That should prove a very valuable piece of information indeed. As we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true? You're calling me a liar now? Woo-wee, now I'm mad. Real mad. I'm a journalist. How am I going to sell stories if folks can't trust the way I'm telling the truth? I got me a motto, you know. Faster than anybody, honester than everybody. Motto, huh? Being important clue. Should bear it in mind. I need to describe the murder in detail. Vitally important. Heh, wish I could help you all, but I don't really recall a whole bunch. Anyone she can tell you. Sorry. I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time. I'm to deploy my clue. Can't imagine it being so vague on the facts is a trade value among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary or important so. Well, see, it seems your so-called information is not credible after all. Look, there was a murder and I was there. I can even prove it. You can prove it, can you? I've got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it. She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. I'll need to use it to maximum effect. Be honest, Miss Hart. I know there's something you're still not telling. Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it. I done spilled my guts already. Time to deploy my clue. Well, that was easy. That something is a proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you were hoping to sell. Ah! Dang it! All the heck. Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Here, I done snapped me a photo. Tap me now, you better be. And that's checkmate. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth. Well, it happened, so it's time to tell us everything. I saw the whole thing. Watch that auction from start to finish. You ain't just watch it, right? The pictures too. Yeah, about that. So like I said, I was spying out on the whole thing right from the get-go. I was all shooting out bids, and then somebody wins something, and bam, down comes the hander. Head on upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader, and then the whole thing starts over again. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind that there statue and hid. And who was it that eventually bought it? Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winner bid. Sweet, sweet sound of cold hard cash. I'm not sure. I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone counting bills, perhaps? Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up here. I heard two people yabbering for a little while. Wait, so two people came up on the elevator? You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyway, yabber, goes up for a little while, then a scream. Well, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight. You didn't see the moment of the murder? You didn't try and help whoever was being attacked? We're trying to be funny, girlie. You don't see, you know. I'm just trying to dinky little journalist all on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump in and save the day? Dainty? Anyhow, then there was a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when that was happening, I got a feeling pretty bad about what I'd done. Makes sense, I guess. After all, I didn't remember to get it out of my camera and snap even a single picture. A scoop like that drops right in my lap and I miss it. Somebody ought to tan my hide. Anyhow, then a little more time goes by, and there's some kind of clattering noise. I'm here thinking, gotta get the shot this time. And so I grab one real quick from in the shadows there. Could we see this photograph? Oh, do I have to? Here. That's person in the red raincoat, the one who attacked Kay. Okay, but this hand is bloody. So Kay's raincoat assassin also attacked the victim here in the sword. And proceeded up the roof where they assaulted Kay. There's only one person in this picture. Where's the victim? Weird, huh? I wonder about that too. Heard two people, there was only one in the shot I got. I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room either. That's the killer, alright. Least-wise, I'm pretty sure it is. Are we saying the victim disappeared? How did you know it was a killer just by looking? Because they're literally red-handed with blood. How else would that get there, huh? The actual auction just carried on after that? Sure did. They just went right along like nothing had happened. Rich folks is crazy to box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think. Funny, I find journalists will struggle to understand as well. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna call it today. Let me save it. Savey. Alright. Oh, where do I send you guys? I'm gonna go peep. I'm gonna sleep. Till next time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Go say hi to Inner Crescent. I will pick this up another time. For now, it's just time. I'm just sleepy. All right. Thank you for accompanying me. Bye-bye.